your name?
Jonathan.
What brings you out today?
Just coming to look and see. Actually, I came to pick up my comics on Free Comic Book Day. I always like to come and see just kind of what's new, get a new feel for a couple of things that I haven't read up on, get a chance to pick up a book that I might not have actually got into before.
So what books do you read?
Right now, a lot of the image-based ones. I've been reading like Saga. I've been reading Lazarus. Lazarus is the one I'm really enjoying right now.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I have the first 2 trades of that.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
Outside of that, I guess Guilty Pleasures, the old Harley Quinn stuff. So.
Now, do you do physical books, trades, digital?
I read a lot of digital, but I like to get a paper copy of anything really that I'm big into. Just sort of I guess an old collector habit.
How'd you get started in comics? What were your first books?
Honest answer, books weren't really what got me started as a young kid. It was the old school X-Men cartoons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, waking up on Saturday, getting into that, and then growing up close to New Orleans, getting into Gambit and Remy LaRue and all that.
Absolutely. So you're excited about the about Jubilee and the new X movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually turned into a DC fan, like I guess around college though. So.
Do you watch any of the DC shows?
Not really.
No Arrow or Flash or.
Probably like 10 episodes back on both of them. Enjoy them, but just where I live, we don't even get CW, so it's catching up on them.
That is a problem here in Mississippi.
Good deals, huh? Yeah, they are.
So what's your name?
Jason.
Jason? Okay. How long have you been a comic book fan?
Ever since I was a little kid. Probably going on 30 years.
What was your first book?
First comic books, the first ones I really got were some of the old Marvel Star Wars. That's kind of what really got me into comics.
Okay.
The gateway.
What do you? What's in your pull list today?
Well, for today.
Just in general. 30 years later, what's in your pull list?
I get Saga, the new Hawkeye. I'm kind of like Transformers more than meets the eye.
Do you do physical books and or digital?
I do both.
Both.
I kind of use the digital to kind of try out series sometimes, and I'll usually end up getting like a trade if I like it or something.
All right, so what's your name?
Kenneth Lee. I'm the comic commander.
So you run this place.
I do.
How long have you had it now?
Let's see. We opened up in 2010, 2011. 4 years. 4 years.
How has Free Comic Book Day been for you?
Amazing. It's one of the best days of the year. A lot of new faces come in here, and it's just amazing. We sell a lot of product. We meet new people. We bring new customers into the store. Diamond Comic Distributors markets and promotes this event very well. It's like a holiday. It's the greatest day of the year for comic book fans.
All right. So how would you say your foot traffic is? About how many people do you get coming through?
Probably about between 200 and 300 people.
Okay.
By 6 o'clock. And I would say probably 80% of those people are not regular customers. That's the wonderful thing about it. And then sometimes we always get new customers through Free Comic Book Day. Some of those people will return.
What books do you read?
What books do I read? I'm reading Jonathan Hickman, building up to the Secret Wars. I'm a huge Hickman fan. I've been following Hickman since his Fantastic Four run. I like the epic scale of it. So Avengers, New Avengers, I would say are like flagship Marvel comics that lead into this wonderful event called the Secret Wars. When the original Secret Wars came out, I was probably about 12, 13 years old. So it's been over 30 years since Marvel said Secret Wars, so I'm pretty fired up about it. So easily, that's what I read the most of.
Okay. Now, do you do physical books, trades, or digital?
I read the comics as they come in on Wednesday and put it back on the rack.
All right. Sounds great. That's a great way to do it.
Benefit of owning a store. Also, I can sell the product, and I kind of separated myself from collecting comics because I wanted to separate myself from being a collector, and I wanted to be more of a dealer. That way your heart doesn't get into it too much, and I can avoid things like buying an old collection and keeping things for myself and stuff like that. So I'm all about getting product out to the customer. And but I do love reading this product. A lot of the comics that back issues that have come from a personal collection I've been collecting since I was a child. There are some comics I won't let go of. I've got it down to a small collection of comics that I want to keep, just because I'm partial to them because they're my childhood comics and stuff like that. My favorite comic of all time was Rom Space Knight.
Absolutely.
That's what got me started.
Yeah, that strange thing is they lost the rights for him, but they have the rights for the Space Knights in general, something like that, because Mattel has it or something?
Yeah, it was originally created by a gaming and toy company called Parker Brothers.
Parker Brothers, okay.
Parker Brothers was bought out by, I think it was Mattel? Or was it Hasbro? I can't remember. Hasbro?
The crowd says Hasbro.
It's Hasbro. It was Mattel or Hasbro.
Says.
Well, there's a reason they call them Hasborg. But and the reason that Marvel has the right to Space Knights is because that was not a copyright. The only thing that Parker Brothers owned was the name ROM and all the stuff, the look, and all the stuff associated with that toy. Marvel took that toy and created a universe around it, and all like the race, their enemies, the Space Knights, all that belongs to Marvel. His love interest, all his friends, all that belongs to Marvel. Marvel's the only one that can bring that character back, and Marvel can't bring it back. So, because all the characters, the planet he's from, all his history is all owned by Marvel. In fact, Marvel still uses it, and the Space Knights were in the Infinity, and they're probably going to be in the Secret Wars.
Awesome. So, if you could recommend one current book, what would it be that people have to read?
Avengers and New Avengers. Absolutely. The Secret Wars is going to be the biggest event in recent history. But yeah, I mean, like going to get the Jonathan Hickman New Avengers and Avengers trades leading up to Secret Wars. That's what I would highly recommend. I love those books.
Oh, so I'm just getting. If there's anything I want to talk about, I'm here for Free Comic Book Day, obviously. And Tommy Burton. I do music listings for the Jackson Free Press.
Okay.
So, and we got some friends in town that came to Neutral Milk Hotel last night. They were here in Jackson, so that was a big deal. And
it was a big deal.
Yeah. So, and then we did Free Comic Book Day. So, just kind of showing friends of mine that are from Auburn, Alabama. They've come over here, and one of them is from here, but I don't think he's been here in so long that now he's getting reacquainted. So I'm showing him some of the cool things that's been going on in Jackson since he's been gone for the past several years. So that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been a comic book fan?
Since I was probably about 7th grade. I started out with humor magazines. Obviously, with some of the stuff that I'm picking up, I'm kind of drawn towards some of the absurd stuff, but I grew up on, it's funny, I had a conversation the other day with Cracked magazine, which was a knockoff of Mad back in its day. Now it's an online entity, totally different than what I grew up with, but I loved Cracked magazine as a kid. And I also did a little bit of Mad, but Cracked was a little softer for me, so I think I enjoyed it. And so from junior high on, I started getting into comic books, and so I think even as an adult, I'm still doing it.
What do you collect now? Mostly indies? Or?
Yeah, records and with the music side, and I do a lot of the DC comics. I find that a lot of the stuff that I'm reading now are DC comics. I'm a big fan of Masters of the Universe and He-Man, and DC relaunched that last year, which was cool. And I'm a big fan of Batman. I think a lot of people my age. I'm 39. I think everybody loves Batman, but always cool. Batman was always a favorite. So those are the ones I do. But like I said, most of the indie stuff that's kind of, like I said, a little more absurd and a little different. So.
Okay, do you do digital books or trades?
Not at all. I just strictly paper all the way.
All new Avengers.
So what's your name?
My name is Jacob Adams.
Okay. And are you a comic book fan?
Most certainly. I haven't exactly gotten myself into the huge collection like shelves, but I most certainly do enjoy reading.
How long have you been a fan?
I would have to say since I first saw Marvel's X-Men in the 90s.
The cartoon or the
That was
show?
the animated television
Yeah, okay.
series of the 90s.
I've ran into a couple fans of that here. Yeah. So you're
Oh.
excited about the Jubilee announcement? She's going to be in the next new movie?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Complete with yellow coat and
Oh, yes.
yeah, 90s shorts. Awesome.
She's been a very obscure character for the X-Men for a very, very long time. So it's really great to see that happening.
So what do you currently collect?
I'd have to say Deadpool, Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a very obscure Marvel character as well. There hasn't been a movie of him or anything like that, but I absolutely love the character.
Okay.
So,
Now, do you do physical books, trades, or digital?
actually, I'm not that very much of an artist. I do art in another
Well, I mean,
form.
just is that how you consume your comics? Do you buy just the physical books like these, or do you do the trades?
I'm usually a purchase kind of guy.
All right. If you could recommend one book to people, what would you recommend?
One book,
Just one.
just one. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one.
It is a tough question.
It's
yeah.
very, very, very tough because there's so many excellent ones out there. Trust me, if all of y'all are absolutely excited for one series, go for it. Just whatever you feel like, go for it. I would recommend, really, to be quite honest with you, with how I feel, if you like it, go for it.
Okay.
That would be my 2 cents on the matter.
So what's your name?
Sandy Johnston.
And are you a comic book fan?
Oh, many years. I'm probably one of the oldest customers here.
Okay. Back when it was Action Island, or
Yes.
let's talk about- okay. When did you start collecting?
I started collecting back, when I was about 10 years old. I used to go down to the 7-Eleven store on the corner and get a icy with the comic character cups and a Wonder Woman and Aquaman comic.
Okay.
I got back into comics probably in my late 30s, early 40s. Oh gosh, I've been into it probably about 20 years now.
What
Back
do you
into
what do
it.
you collect nowadays?
I pick up about 40 titles a month. Marvel,
Wow,
DC,
okay.
a lot of the independents. My house kind of looks like this store, actually.
So you just do physical books? Do you do trades or digital?
Trades, not digitals, not so much into digitals. I do trades, the comics, statues, action figures, huge Xena collection,
Xena?
Xena.
Okay, yeah.
huge She-Ra collection. Lots and lots of stuff.
So if there was one comic book you could recommend to people,
Oh,
just
gosh.
one, what would you recommend?
That is a very, very hard question.
It
Right
is, yeah.
now, I am really into Mouse Guard. Anything by Scotty Young. Gosh, that's a hard question. It's hard to pick one. Like I said, I get like 40 titles.
Mouse
a
Guard
month.
is a great book.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Brian Peterson, yes, can do no wrong. Scotty Young, Hero Bear for all ages, especially the kids. Hero Bear, Andy Runyon that does Owly. Of course, the DC and the Marvel titles.
Does your husband collect too?
No. He's an outdoorsman.
All right.
Yeah.
That kind of turns the trope on its head, you know, because usually it's the opposite.
Yeah. I'm kind of a rare breed. Can I promote my website?
Sure. What you got?
I have a website devoted to the Bugaloos. Do you remember Sid and Marty Krofft?
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
70s, yes. Over the years, I put my website up, I believe it was in 95. And since then, we have found the living cast members. We've had teleconferences. It's been unbelievable, the response that I've gotten.
What's the name of your website?
Fly Away With Us or bugaloos.net.
So what's your name?
Ollie Clemens.
What brings you out to Free Comic Book Day?
Free comics and to socialize, basically.
How long have you been a fan?
I'd say like 5 years.
Okay. So not since you were a kid, like a lot of folks.
Well, I watched the TV shows, but I never did collect the comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what got you into it?
Well,
Was there anything in particular that made I gotta go buy that book?
Yeah. But I never knew I had a comic book shop here in Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. So once I found one, I just started collecting.
So what do you collect nowadays?
Deadpool, mostly Marvel. Sometimes I go with DC. So this is about it.
You got some manga, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do anime as well?
Yeah. Anything that entertains me, I pretty much collect it.
I understand.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Will Brooks.
Okay. What brings you out to Free Comic Book Day?
Free comics, and I'm hunting for supplies. I found old comic books and I make buttons out of them.
Nice.
So right now, everybody's loving Daredevil. I love Daredevil, so right now I'm digging through all the Daredevils, the old school Daredevils, to find some supplies to make some more buttons.
How long have you been a comic book fan?
Oh, forever. 80s, back in the heyday.
What was your first book? Or books? What did you collect in the beginning?
Probably it was Spider-Man. Probably my first comic book was my cousin left a comic book at the house, and it was a Lois Lane from like '83. And it was this whole story about Superman and Lois Lane.
Okay. What do you collect now?
Just random things, mostly graphic novels though.
Okay. So you buy more trades than the weekly books?
Right.
Okay. Do you do digital at all?
No.
Okay.
No digital.